Hi, my name is Danette Russell, and I am a Diamond doTERRA leader. I live in Lincoln, Nebraska with my husband, David Russell, and our 9-year-old son, Noah. We also have 2 older daughters that are in college. One is in Omaha, and one is in Phoenix. So I like to jump on every now and again and do an intro to oils video because there's a lot of people that can't make it to classes, or new people that are jumping into my oil family or oil community, or happen to just find the page, the Oil Place page. So I like to do a little refresher course as to the top 10 oils and how and why you should be incorporating them into your home. So I'm just going to go briefly over the top 10 oils. These are the oils that come in the starter kit, the family essentials kit, or the home essentials kit. The difference between the two is, one, the family essentials kit, the bottles are all 5 ml bottles. The home essentials, you're going to get 15 ml bottles, and then you're also going to get the pedal diffuser. So these are the 2 most common starter kits that people get started with because they include the top 10 mostly used versatile oils that doTERRA has. So I made some notes so I make sure I don't forget anything and cover all of the topics, all of the reasons why you should be using this without getting too long or too winded, and it helps me keep on track. So the first one is lavender. Lavender you can use all 3 ways: aromatically, topically, and internally. Now remember, doTERRA essential oils are the only essential oils that you can take internally because they're certified pure, therapeutic grade. What that means is they're beyond organic. So there's no fillers, there's no pesticides, there's absolutely nothing in there except for the pure plant essential oil that has been steam distilled or press distilled from the plant. So that's why you can take doTERRA essential oils internally. Do not go to Whole Foods or Red Clover or Hy-Vee or any grocery store. Sometimes they have them at the hardware store, Best Buy, Bed Bath & Beyond. There are essential oils everywhere. Do not put those oils on your skin or in your body. And I probably would even put them in a diffuser. I wouldn't inhale them. Just keep on walking. Don't purchase them. They're toxic. They're going to cause breathing issues, skin irritations, headaches, a whole gamut of issues. They are trying to copycat the pure, powerful benefits that people are getting from plant-based medicine that you can only get from doTERRA. So all of this information that I'm giving you is only directed to people that are using doTERRA essential oils, okay? My little disclaimer at the very beginning. Okay, so lavender, like I mentioned, you can use it all 3 ways: aromatically, topically, internally. Now this oil is a pretty gentle oil, and you could put it on your skin undiluted, meaning not using a carrier oil. The carrier oil that I like to use is doTERRA's fractionated coconut oil. And however, safe practice, just for safety issues, for skin sensitivity, is always to dilute all of your oils with the carrier oil when applied topically to the skin. So some of the ways we use lavender in our home is for sleep. So I could put it into one of our diffusers. So you just add water to the water line, add 6 to 8 drops of lavender, put it by the bed. This is a great diffuser because it's going to run for 8 hours. So the whole time you're sleeping. This is a Lumo diffuser from doTERRA. You can also make a sleep spray. So a little spray bottle, add some water in there, some drops of lavender. You can spritz pillows, sheets. You can spray little ones, stuffed animals, and blankets to help them get that aromatic benefits of lavender while they're sleeping. You can apply it to the back of the neck, to the wrist, bottoms of the feet. Those are all great places where you can apply all of your essential oils. So this is also the oil of communication. So if you're getting ready to do a presentation, or you're getting ready to meet a bunch of people, applying lavender on the throat actually will help enhance you be able to effectively communicate what you have in your heart that you want to come out. It can help shift a mood. So if you're feeling stressed or anxious or just wound up and you just need to unwind, calm down, relax racing thoughts, lavender, a couple drops in the palm, inhale deeply through the nose, rub together on the pulse points, is a great way to do a quick mood shift. Next one is bath salt. So Epsom salt soaks. I'm a huge fan of self-care and I love to do an Epsom salt soak. So just grab some Epsom salts and drop a couple of drops of lavender or your oil of choice and soak in a nice warm tub. So lavender is also good for all things skin. So here are some ways that we use lavender. So razor burn relief. You can make homemade baby wipes. Lavender is great and very soothing because it's very calming and relaxing to infants and newborns. You can make your own bath bombs. It's phenomenal for bug bites, muscle relief, seasonal threats. It's an antihistamine, so it helps to provide that antihistamine response in the body. You can also cook with lavender essential oil. We've made lavender lemonade, lavender scones, lavender honey butter is great on some warm bread. So, and I've also made my own lip balm using lavender. So lavender is a very versatile oil, and it's probably one of the most oils people are introduced to first, and the most, they're not as nervous to start using lavender essential oil. So one tip, if you're ever wondering if an oil is safe for you to take internally, on doTERRA essential oils, there are a supplemental facts label on there. So if you see that supplemental facts label, that means that that oil is perfectly safe for you to take internally. All right, so the next oil is peppermint. This is the oil of a buoyant heart. So I like to use peppermint for anything energizing. So first thing in the morning, I have the peppermint oil right by my bed. I'm gonna add 1 drop of peppermint to my hand. 1 drop of peppermint is equivalent to 28 cups of peppermint tea. So it's an amazing jump start to get you out of bed right after your alarm goes off. So 1 drop in the palm, rub it together, avoid any contact with fingertips so you don't rub your eyes and then get peppermint in your eye. So 1 drop of peppermint, inhale deeply through the nose, take anything extra, rub it on the back of the neck, and I like to kind of rub it up my arms. And it instantly energizes and gets my brain ready to function and start my day. So peppermint is great for breathing to relieve any tension. That's why I apply it to the back of the neck. You can add a drop to water for fresh breath and just really get the whole body system jump-started by adding 1 drop of peppermint in the morning to your water. You can add it to protein shakes. I know a lot of people that like a chocolate protein shake and they'll add a little peppermint in there for a minty protein shake. I've made brownie mix and added peppermint in there. Just remember, a little bit goes a long ways. So 1 drop and then test it. You probably won't need more than 1 drop because it is extremely powerful, potent essential oil, not like any oil that you're going to get off the shelf or even like a peppermint extract. This is going to be much more potent than that. Like I mentioned, applied to the back of the neck or any spots on your body that you're feeling tight and tense, that you need the muscles to relax a little bit. Again, applied with the carrier oil. First is going to be safe practice. And I like to make a hot day spray. So I'll get a little spray bottle, add some water in there. I have one right here. And then add my drops of peppermint in here as a mister. And what it's going to help, bring down the body temperature so you can enjoy the hot temperatures without getting overheated. It's also an amazing oil to bring down the body temperature. So maybe you have little ones in the middle of the night and their body temperature starts to rise a little bit and you want to bring it down quickly. Add some peppermint down the back of the spine, bottoms of the feet, diluted with the carrier oil, and it's going to help bring that body temperature down. Alrighty, the next one we're going to talk about is lemon. Lemon is the oil of focus. So it's also a fantastic oil. It's a natural detoxifier. So what I like to do in the morning is take 1 small glass of warm water, add 2 drops of lemon in there, and it really is going to help cleanse from the inside out. So first thing on an empty stomach, do a little shot of warm water with some lemon in it. It is a great oil for anything cleansing. So I do a lot of my own homemade cleaning products, and lemon, melaleuca, and on guard are the 3 oils that I'm really interested in putting in all of my cleaning products. So also honey and lemon is a fabulous cough syrup. So if you have kind of a cough that's not going away, especially in little ones, if they're to the age where they can have honey, a tablespoon of organic local honey is going to be best, with a couple drops of lemon in there. Really helps to help soothe the throat. Oh, okay, so also one way we love to use lemon is Goo Gone. So any price tags or anything sticky with a little sticker residue, lemon, a couple drops of lemon on there, let it sit for about 2 to 3 minutes, and then use a wet, damp washcloth, and it'll just come right off like magic. Deodorizes all things. So in trash cans, garbage disposals, down toilets, in bathtubs, anywhere that there is a little bit of an odor, lemon is going to help to neutralize the stink and make it smell better. And you can use lemon all 3 ways. So it has a supplemental fat label on there, so you can use it aromatically, topically, and internally. All right, the next one is On Guard. So On Guard is the oil of protection. This is for immune system essential, okay? So it has clove in it, which is an extremely powerful antioxidant, more powerful than carrots and blueberries. There's an ORAC scale that actually measures how powerful of an antioxidant things are. And clove is 1,000,078 on that ORAC scale. So I don't know about you, but I'm not getting a handful of cloves. But what I can do is put a drop of On Guard in water and take it internally. I can apply it topically to my skin, and I can put it in my diffuser. So I'm always in contact with those oils that are going to help boost the immune system. So this helps keep the body systems in sync. So it's going to be prepared to shut down any intruders that your system can encounter. So if you are working in an environment where there's a lot of people, where there's a lot of germs, you're going to want to apply On Guard topically, back of the neck, wrist, bottom of the feet, every single day when you're going into the workplace. Before your kids go to school, you're going to want to apply also back of the neck, bottoms of the feet, down the spine, diluted with some fractionated coconut oil to really give their immune system the power that it needs to fight off everything that it's going to come in contact when they're in the school environment. So again, you can use On Guard all 3 ways, aromatically, topically, and internally. And it is a must-have if you are going to be around another human being. So I've never met a person that doesn't ever come in contact with someone else. So it's definitely an oil. One of the most important oils, especially this time of year, kids are going back to school. This is really when the cold and flu season is going to start to take over people's homes. So it's really important that you're armed and ready to protect your family at all costs. The next oil we're going to talk about is frankincense. Frankincense is my all-time favorite oil. It is the king of oils. It's the oil of truth. And this oil helps build and maintain healthy immune systems, and it helps to reset damaged cells. Now, if you haven't Googled the benefits of frankincense, I'm going to invite you to do that, because there's a lot of things that frankincense can do in your body that, due to FDA regulations, I'm not allowed to share with you the power that this oil has in your body. So if you're curious as to all of the ways that frankincense can help support cellular function in your body, you really want to Google and find out all the powerful information that's out there. So it's great for skin. It's a cell rejuvenator, meaning it can help get rid of fine lines and wrinkles. I like to add 2 drops of frankincense to some fractionated coconut oil applied to my skin before I go to bed. I also like to do 2 drops underneath my tongue because of the power that it has for supporting inflammatory response in my body. So it helps calm racing thoughts, gives an overall peaceful feeling. The benefits of frankincense are absolutely endless. It's an oil intensifier, so anytime I'm making a rollerball blend, for all of the reasons why we're using oils in our home, I'm always going to add frankincense to every single rollerball that I make. I love the smell. It's very earthy. It's sourced from Somalia. So all of doTERRA's oils are sourced natively in the region where these oils grow naturally. So we also take part in what's called co-impact sourcing. So that means they're paying these farmers, these artisan farmers, a fair trade on time. So that's one of the reasons why doTERRA has really gone to the top of being the biggest essential oil company in the world, because of their amazing relationships that they have with these farmers all over the world. If you're interested in more information about this, I would highly encourage you to go to the doTERRA website, and you can check out the co-impact sourcing, the healing hands, and you can see all of the ways that when you purchase essential oils, you're actually impacting families all around the world. All right, the next oil that we're going to talk about is Breathe. So Breathe is all things air. It's the oil of breath. So when the respiratory system is compromised, Breathe is going to be the oil that's going to be applied to the chest, to the back, to the bottoms of the feet. It's great to put into the diffuser if you have anyone in your family that has a hard time breathing at night. Maybe they snore, maybe there's some congestion going on. It's great. So when my son is coughing and he has some chest congestion, I'm going to put Breathe on the bottoms of his feet. I'll put some socks on, rub it on his chest, on his back, diluted with some fractionated coconut oil, put some Breathe drops with On Guard in his diffuser, and shut the door. And so all of those oils are going to stay in his bedroom. So while he's sleeping, his body is actually restoring the vitality that it needs, so he can be functioning optimally and having being able to take a full deep breath. Okay, so the next one is oregano. So oregano is the oil of humanity and attachment. This is a powerful cleaning agent. When my son was in kindergarten, our older daughter, Mackenzie, was a freshman in college, and she needed to do a science experiment. And so she helped Noah put together a science experiment for the kindergarten science fair. And they did a project on the power of essential oils. So they got the little petri dishes and the swab. They swabbed the toilet, and they put Lysol 409 bleach, On Guard, and oregano in the petri dishes. We popped them underneath the kitchen sink, and we waited for the bacteria to grow. When we pulled the petri dishes out, we were shocked. The petri dish with the 409, the bleach, and the Lysol was completely covered in bacteria growth. The On Guard petri dish had a little tiny bit right around the outside of the petri dish. The petri dish that we put a drop of oregano in, there was absolutely no bacteria growth in that petri dish at all whatsoever. So in our home, I don't buy Lysol, I don't buy bleach, I don't buy 409, I don't buy any over-the-counter cleaning supplies. I make all of my own sprays and cleaners with On Guard, oregano, melaleuca, and lemon. And it's also what we use if we are feeling under the weather and I want to avoid a trip to the doctor's office and I want to avoid a insurance copay. I'm going to use On Guard, oregano, melaleuca, and frankincense. And that has kept us out of the doctor's office for 5 years. So it is going to, it is an oil that you're not going to probably use every single day unless you do a lot of Italian cooking and you're doing a lot of spaghetti sauces and soups and dishes like that. You're going to use oregano, and I wouldn't use one drop. I would use a toothpick to get the oregano out because it is extremely powerful. It's not going to be an oil that you're going to use all the time, but when stuff hits your family and you need something to act quickly, to cleanse and restore and get your body back to where it needs to be, you're going to be happy that you have oregano in your oil toolbox. The next one is Deep Blue. So this is the oil of surrendering pain. So again, this is another small bottle. It only comes in the 5 ml, but it packs a powerful punch. To soothe sore joints and muscles, it's great for pre and post workout. It offers a cooling and warming sensation to provide optimal relief and provides a healthy circulation to the body. Stacked with the Deep Blue rub, that's what I recommend to anyone if they're having some intense pain. A lot of people have a lot of pain in their shoulders, hip, lower back. Deep Blue with the Deep Blue rub is a fantastic combination. It's like the intro way that a lot of times people that are having pain, this is the intro way into the use of essential oils into their home. And it's a very popular one with husbands and daughters and sons that are active in sports, and they are very physical and they put a lot of strain, wear and tear on muscles and joints. It provides phenomenal relief to anyone that lives a healthy, active lifestyle. The next one is Digest Zen. So this is the oil of digestion. Just think all things digestive. So if it has to do with the gut, this is the oil you're going to grab first. You can use this one all 3 ways. So topically, aromatically, internally. You can put it in veggie caps. Veggie caps are just little vegetarian caps that you open up and add your desired drops in, shut it, and take it internally. One thing you need to remember that if you're making veggie caps, you can't make them and then let them sit on the counter. You have to make it and take it because they will start to dissolve. doTERRA does have Digest Zen in chew tabs, soft gels, and the oil, and then also in a roller ball. So for anyone that has any constipation, any loose stools, any mild food allergies, like maybe a mild lactose intolerance, maybe you're sensitive to certain foods, not necessarily a allergic reaction, just your stomach doesn't tolerate it as well as you would like. Digest Zen applied topically to the stomach, taken in water, or if you want, you could do a couple drops under the tongue. It does have fennel in it, so it's going to smell like black licorice. A lot of times people will say it smells like Jägermeister. So some things that we like to use it for is tummy troubles, heartburn, overeating. It's a really common oil for people to have on hand around Thanksgiving time, where you're indulging maybe in a lot of foods that you're not normally used to eating, and your stomach is like, oh my gosh, what is going on? Digest Zen is going to help calm and restore the gut so it doesn't get quite so agitated and irritated. The last one is Melaleuca. This is known as tea tree oil. This is the oil of energetic boundaries. It can also be used all 3 ways, aromatically, topically, internally. It is mainly used for cleansing, soothing, and rejuvenating to the skin. It also helps to purify the air and surfaces. And it's a must-have for all natural cleaning and deodorizing. It's a powerful oil for healthy scalp. So anyone that has a dry, itchy scalp that can get flaky and irritated, adding some Melaleuca to your shampoo is going to be very soothing to the scalp. It's going to be phenomenal for any cuts, scrapes, minor wounds to help cleanse out any of the bacteria that might be inside that wound. And also for any ear discomfort. So if you're having a little one that has some issues with ear discomfort, rubbing some Melaleuca around the ear, maybe putting a little bit on a cotton ball and then stuffing it inside the ear is going to help to soothe any of that discomfort that they might have. It is definitely an oil that you're going to want to have in your first aid kit. And I like to do Melaleuca on the bottoms of my feet before we're going to be at the swimming pool, walking around barefoot. It's just a protective barrier on the bottom of the feet, helping to eliminate the contact with any viruses and bacteria that we could absorb into the bottoms of our feet. So I'm going to attach underneath this a link. It's going to be a sheet that you can actually print off, and if you want to take any notes, there's going to be all of these oils listed, and then you can take any notes. There's also going to be some enrollment kits at the bottom. So if you don't currently have your own doTERRA wholesale account and you're interested in getting started, that's going to be a great way for you to get started for the most cost-effective way. If you have any comments or questions, please comment below and I'll jump back on and make sure I answer them. And just know that if you do decide to get started using doTERRA essential oils, you're going to get brought into our private oil community where you're going to be fully supported and educated on how to use your oils simply and effectively with confidence. Thanks, guys, and have a great night.